and foremost, massive thank you to everyone who joined our last session. We had a bit of flop with network. I was still at work. A long story, but many people stay tuned till the end. Many people have watched it as a replay, even though I'm yet to edit and remove the parts that are not so good out of the way. Thank you so much for the love. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for dropping me a comment here and there. I really do appreciate, and I am also very glad there are quite a number of people that have come to me about a way forward, about ACP, about specialist nurses role, about becoming a clinical educator, about going for their masters only because they want to go into education, and so many conversations that I've had so far. Good. I'm so glad, because it makes me feel as though the video we did was not in vain, and that is the whole essence. Thank you so much. So quickly, I am so excited again about this one that I want to share. Thank you for coming to watch this one. Right, I went to my favorite place to shop. I will share you a video of my favorite place to shop because it's affordable and all that long story. We'll get there at some point on this channel. So I went to buy a blender because the one I had was getting on and off and it was getting a bit annoying. Anyway, and I've been wanting to own an air fryer. My husband loves crispy food, crispy chicken, crispy this, crispy that, and he loves it. And I used to own this deep fryer, and I just thought, you know what, I can't keep doing this, because me, when I smell food, I get fat, and he eats and he gets fresh. He doesn't get fat like me. And I'm like, how can I find the balance between giving him his crispy chips, crispy chicken, crispy beef, and all of that, and cutting down the fat for myself? So I saw this air fryer. I thought, okay, I'll try this. It was 249 pounds. I didn't want to buy it. 249. I was thinking so much. Anyway, I bought it. But the good news is that it is currently 170 something, 180 something in some shops, even though I must have bought it less than 6 weeks, the max 2 months ago. So the way it's crashed so much, I don't know. Anyway, that's by the way. I bought it, and the experience has been so wonderful. My son's sausage for English breakfast. Think about it: chicken, beef, my shrimp, my anything I want to grill, my gizzard. It comes out nice. And at first I didn't get the setting, just like every other thing, because we know they read manual. He said, does anybody read manual here? Well, I don't. So I struggled a bit trying to get the settings, which one is for what. So I didn't get it at first, but now I sort of know what I want. If I want grill, if I want this, if I want that, how many minutes to put it on, which one to select, and all of that. And that is what I'm going to be showing you this evening. Watch it as you have your nice cup of tea and get prepared for bed, just so you can have a fantabulous week ahead. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you watched till the end. Thank you. Stay tuned. And this is what your chicken would look like once you get the setting. So I struggled a bit getting the setting because I didn't read the manual. So crispy, nice. Within 10 minutes I got this result. Right, let's get into it quickly because of our time. So this is the instant Voltex plus dual air fryer, 8-in-1. It's got the big option, the grill option, the air fryer option, the quite a number of options. You can sync start both sides of the air fryer, that's both chambers, and you can sync finish and all of that. It's very canny. You can tweak your time. There are different temperature for one side and then the other side, so that you can put beef in one side, you can put chips in the other side, and then change the timing, tweak the timing. The only thing I noticed you cannot tweak is the temperature. So the temperature for air fry is the temperature for air fry, and it's 196. Temperature for grill is 205. You can't tweak it, it stays that way, but you can reduce the number of minutes your cook or your food stays in the chamber. Right, so this is me just going through the box. I was going to speak about the box, but to be very honest, it's a way to save time. I decided not to anymore. So opening the box, obviously my children have been in this box because there was a manual on the top, but it's gone now. So on the top, those two black things you can see are the trays. So the trays are actually for you to to place inside of the chamber, but then it's not compulsory, to be fair, so I'll run quickly into it. Now this is me just trying to multitask because I had the camera in one hand, I had to talk, and then I had to open the box at the same time. But then I've even removed my voice. I'm doing a voiceover now. Never mind.
Didn't even ask me what I wanted. You made dumb assumptions. Clearly not your forte. Clearly don't be fucking. You've been fucking liars. Thought that I should let you know. And you was talking freaky, like you was gonna show. I started losing interest. I started to zone out. You was fucking liars. Thought that I should let you know.
Right, I hope you're enjoying the view. So this is me just reading the instruction here that says the volts and then the watts. So it's 220 to 240 volts and all of that. You will see when you buy yours in case you get interested. And then of course it comes with that protector, and then you open it. That's all you will find in there. And then the small leaflet, the white one, just tells you about precaution. Do not put anything inside the chambers apart from food. Make sure that you remove packaging and accessories from the cooking chambers before you use them. And really that was just all I was reading out of there for you. Right, so moving quickly, this was me trying to see if there was a way to flip open this top, but actually there is no way. So the top stays that way. The part you can open are just those two chambers that open out, and those two ings at the back, I don't know what those are for, but they're there for you. Right, so this is me fixing the trays into the chambers, trying to get how it works, and pretty much that's how it sits, but then it's not compulsory. So I devised a method later on using the top tray for my gizzard, for my shrimps, things that are lightweighted, and then the under for something else. Under the air fryer is that cooker itself, the burner, I'm assuming it's called, and this is me trying to fire the air fryer up. So like something I said at the beginning, so you've got your air fry, your roast, your bake, your grill, your reheat, and then dehydrate, and then that temperature is for air fry. And then number 1 and number 2 on either side have got their own settings. They do not mix. You can decide to tweak things around on either section and it would work perfectly fine. So that was me just trying to play around to see what it was. At first it was so frustrating because I didn't think I mean it's not rocket science, to be fair, but then it just happens when you don't know what you're doing with a new thing. But I've got there eventually, and this is what it looks like. So there is a light bulb icon that you can press to put the light on. So that's the left one, and then I put the right one, I put it on as well, just so both of them can stay on for visibility. They don't have to be on, just to save your electricity. I mean, electricity price, I mean, how much are you paying, guys, for your gas and electricity? Mine is out of the roof. I am screaming. Right, so this is me. I have then loaded my chamber and my trays. So on top I've put my gizzard, and beneath I've put my chicken. I didn't want the gizzard to flip over, so I decided not to open the chamber underneath, but that's all I've done. And then for the other section I've put my shrimp on top, and then my fish beneath. And then you just put it in the air fryer machine itself. Pretty much straightforward that way. Right, one thing that I realized, and you will realize as well, is that number 1, when you put your setting in, like your say air fry or grill or whatever option you want, you have to leave the chambers open, that's empty, close them up, and then allow like a preheat. So preheat takes a tiny bit of time, and then it will then tell you to load the chamber. So but me, I did not realize. I just loaded chamber, entered the air fryer, and then it preheated whilst the food was in, and then it and then when he told me to load chamber, I said, well, I've already loaded the thing for you, be doing your job and be going. So that was how mine went. So this is me just showing you where I was with my cooking. So the gizzard worked fine with 196 degrees Celsius. on top of 15 minutes, and this was 5 minutes, just 5 minutes in, and that was what I had for my shrimp. So you can stop at this point if this is the dryness you want. And I showed you the gizzard earlier whilst I was talking on and on. So right, with regards to the chicken and then the beef, not beef, with regards to the chicken and then the fish rather, this was what I had at this point in time with 96 degrees Celsius and then 15 minutes air frying. So in conclusion, quickly, because of our time, I would say that air fry is not for your fish. The option for your fish is grill. So I've tried it separately, and I just waste time. I waste my electricity. I keep going back in with the air fry, increasing the temperature, starting all over again when I haven't reached the desired dryness. And then I just realized I was wasting my time. So the moment I swapped to grill, which is 205 degrees, 10 minutes, or is it 15 minutes, I realized that things just changed. Within 7 minutes, my fish and my chicken are normally nice and fine and dry and well, grilled, just like what I showed you at the very start of the video. This was me battling, but I'll just move on quickly. I figured it out eventually. That was my gizzard after a while, nice and dry, ready to cook. And I'll show you the chicken shortly, what it looked like on the air fry mode, before I then decided to start using the grill mode for the chicken and the beef. And then my beef, of course, and then my fish. Now, to say quickly before I forget, for chips and of course for your sausages or other things, it is best staying on the air fry. Stay on the air fry, and within 10 minutes is ready. And if at all you want to use the grill option, make it just 5 minutes or 5 to 10 minutes, just so you do not burn it. If not, it will come out so dry and undesirable. So that was what I had for grill of 15 minutes. It wasn't dry enough for me. It did the job for the chicken on top, but the ones beneath could make do with a bit of heating. So right, I then stopped at this point and then re-strategized. I really hope you've enjoyed this video up until this point. I do not want to waste your time further. So what I'll do is I will then tell you quickly about the care of this device. I've had devices in the past that got broke because I was washing them, running them under the tap, and of course they've got screws, and beneath the screws of course are tiny wires and all of that. I then realized, okay, this time around I'm not going to jeopardize my gadget. I've been very, 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 very careful this time. So let's talk about the care of this device quickly. Right, so because I've had incidences or occurrences where my gadgets got spoiled or they didn't last as much as they should do. A good example is my Ninja 3-in-1 blender. I've got a video. I must have bought the blender when my baby girl was less than 3 months. She's 2 years plus now, and the blender lasted us up until now. It's still working, but it's on and off work now. So, and I think part of the reason it got spoiled quicker was because we kept dipping it in water, not literally, but then washing it scrupulously in water, I would like to think. So for that reason, I'll be very careful with this one. So this is how I plan to wash this one moving forward. So this part, I will wash it in water. I will dry up and make it dry prior to next use. Oh, that's my daughter there, 1 minute. And for the basket itself, that's this part we put the beef and stuff in. What I will do with it is I will make sure that I do not immerse it in water. I'll wash it with soap and water, but I'll dip the sponge or the cloth in soap and water, semi soapy, and then maybe tepid water or lukewarm, and then I'll squeeze it a bit. Then I'll use it to rub the inside of the basket, wash it or rinse it in the semi soapy water, then wash the back, and then I'll do it for clean water, and then I'll do it for drying as well. So I won't wash this basket on that running water, because there are some components that I've got screws in. I don't want the screws getting rusted, and I don't want water penetrating through the screws as well. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end. I really hope you've picked a thing or two, and I will store this one here just where it is. I'll store it away, and because I don't want to put it anywhere where my children can reach it. Thank you for watching this video till the end. I really hope you enjoyed it. Do you want me to promote anything for you? I will be very, very happy to do that. I can do your advert promotion for you. I can promote anything, whatever it is you want that needs promotion.
Attention! Hey boy. Okay.